Welcome to Give Day Tampa Bay 2018, live from the WEDU studios at the Berkman Family Broadcast Center.
Good afternoon and welcome to Give Day Tampa Bay 2018. My name is Geoff Simon and I'll be your host for the next hour of our live broadcast. And we're here at the WEDU studios in Tampa with representatives from some of the over 400 nonprofits who are participating in Give Day Tampa Bay. The theme of Give Day is Live Here, Give Here. And making a donation is a quick and easy way to do that. Just log in to the giveday.org website and search for your favorite charity from our list of participants. When you hit the donation button, you will fill in your credit card information and make your secure gift. The minimum donation is only $5, so that's pretty easy. Give Day will be going on until midnight tonight, so you've got some time. We'll be live streaming from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. today. In the next hour, I'll be talking and listening to various nonprofit groups who are making a difference here in Tampa Bay. And while our next guests are being seated, they're ready to go, let's go to our leaderboard and get an updated total on your donations so far. All right. Or you got seated fast. Okay, well, we have our guests here. Our next guests are seated. They're ready to talk. And we are meeting with folks from Family Promise of Greater Brandon. This is a well-established nonprofit organization. And with us we have, please introduce yourself.
I'm Deborah Humphrey. I'm currently the board chair for Family Promise.
And Jeremy?
And my name is Jeremy Brown. Me and my wife are living witness what Family Promise of Brandon can do for you.
Okay, so your wife is Samantha?
Yes.
Okay, Samantha, it's good to have all three of you here. So tell us about Family Promise and what the mission is.
Family Promise is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and we serve homeless children and their families. The goal is to obtain both affordable and sustainable housing.
Mm-hmm. How long has it been around?
We have been in this area. Our birthday is actually coming up this week on May 4th. We opened our doors in 2014. We are also part of the national organization Family Promise that has been in existence since 1986.
Mm-hmm. And Jeremy and Samantha, how have you been involved with Family Promise?
Well, actually, we came a while back. We came into some problems with housing, and we got in contact with Family Promise, and they helped us extremely well. They gave us, they put us in housing, which was actually able to make us become business owners. So, yeah, we use their resources to able for us to actually become very profitable business owners.
Okay, so how does Family Promise work with clients?
Mm-hmm. So when folks such as Jeremy and Samantha come to us, this is a program that really provides temporary shelter, as he was talking. We also have a financial literacy program. Our case manager works with you to put together whatever pieces had become out of place that led to homelessness to lead back to homes. We have multiple partners in the area. We try to use existing community resources rather than reinventing the wheel, so to speak. One of those partners, we have a network of congregations in the area that serve as the overnight accommodations, then provide the food and whatever other support they might need.
Well, Jeremy and Samantha, let's talk about the resources that you use. They helped you find housing. That was a start. What other resources did they use to help you become successful?
Huge resource was childcare.
Childcare.
It's expensive, and we was able to obtain childcare vouchers through the school readiness, and that saved us tremendous money when it came to paying for daycare, because most families, one is literally working to pay for daycare, and now that we had that taken care of, we was able to save and put more money back.
And how did they help you become entrepreneurs?
Well, they gave us pretty much the stability, the foundation to once you got housing, and then they actually gave me the best job I ever had. But once they give you good job, they help you find good jobs, good paying jobs, and give you a foundation where you don't have to worry about living situations. And once you have that foundation in place, then you can sit down and figure out, okay, this is where I want to be in life. So we went towards that by using their resources and their education that they gave us financially and everything else, and we was able to move forward. She owned a daycare facility, and I own a real estate company.
Fantastic. Great success. So how are you funded, and do you have full-time staff, volunteers?
We have one full-time case manager, or excuse me, one full-time executive director. We have a part-time case manager, 2 part-time van drivers. Everyone else is volunteer status. We are funded largely through the gracious donations of funders who are watching today and people in the community.
Mm-hmm. And you just don't serve Greater Brandon anymore. You're really a broader
We started out in Brandon. We found that we were really serving the entire county and have recently changed our name to Family Promise of Hillsborough County to better represent the area that we do serve.
And this is not a problem that's a small problem. This is a big problem.
Unfortunately,
right?
It's not a small problem. The Hillsborough County schools estimate there's about 3,400 school-aged children homeless in the county every night. Right. So it's a very significant issue.
Okay. Well, congratulations to the two of you, and thank you so much for coming in. And here's an opportunity, Family Promise of Brandon or Family Promise of Hillsborough County. Thank you so much for being with us for a good day.
Thank you for having us.
The nonprofit with the most online donors between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. will get this, $2,000 Power Lunch Hour prize donated by TICO. That's right, $2,000 prize. So go to the giveday.org website to support your favorite nonprofit now. It could meet an extra $2,000. We're going to the leaderboard next. And while our guests are being seated, let's go to our leaderboard and get an updated total of your donations. Okay, welcome back to Give Day Tampa Bay. That was the leaderboard. We're doing well, and you can help us really make it great. We are here now with Jeff Kane from Character GPS, which is a unique organization here in the Tampa Bay area that helps young people become successful, prepares them to be successful for life. Tell us about the organization, Jeff.
Well, thanks, Jeff. We started the program 6 years ago because we were concerned about the direction our kids are going in. So we named it Character GPS because our kids tend to trust technology more than they do wisdom. And so we want them to realize that there are principles for success in life that are timeless. And so GPS is technology. We kind of do an exercise, Jeff, if I can demonstrate real quick, using a compass, because they often have misunderstandings about life and what's happening. So we ask them to close their eyes, like we do a studio audience here, and ask everyone to point where they think north is, okay? And so we have people pointing all different directions. We say, well, who's right? And, of course, the kids say, well, I'm right. They think, right? But they say, are you really certain? And so we have them hold the compass and point, and that is actually north. And we say, even if everyone had been pointing that way, would it necessarily make it right until you knew you had a tool that told you it's right? So we don't want our kids to be lost. We want them to have tools to stay on track to a successful future in their lives.
There are a lot of obstacles these days to prevent kids from leading the lives that would be fruitful.
Oh, yes.
To build the right character. There's a lot of things that they are tempting kids to go off track.
Yes, our 7-step to success allows them to have tools that create a stepping stone to find that straight line to their future. But you're right, there's a lot of distractions, Jeff, and we believe that if they can learn to trust themselves, to believe in themselves, and then set goals, it's easier to say no to all the distractions, including drugs and all the peer pressure, when they have a greater yes. So we try to help kids create the yes in their life to pursue success.
How did you come upon this as an organization to found? Because this isn't your first job.
Oh, no. I was a vice president at Raymond James. I was in charge of 10,000 people's development, but really believe that this is our future. Our kids are our future. So we have now designed this curriculum. Again, it's a developmental 7 steps to success. It's not just topical. So the skills build on one another. So we're able to accelerate the maturity in our kids by learning these skills and being able to apply them in their lives.
how do kids get involved in that? How do you find the kids for the program?
Right. Well, we recruit kids from all sorts of different after-school programs and from school. But this summer, Jeff, our big emphasis is we've taken our program and we've put it into a one-week intensive summer camp. And especially there's a lot of foster kids that we know we have in Hillsborough County that don't have the funds to go to summer camp. So we're looking for funders, our audience out there, to help us get these kids into a summer camp so they can then learn what it takes for them to take responsibility and a direction in their lives.
And you're also working within the school system?
We just finished a class at Blake High School for the Urban Teacher Academy. These are high school students that want to be teachers. And we just had our graduation last Wednesday, and Earl Christie of the '69 Super Bowl champs, Joe Namath, they were supposed to win. But as he told them, when you believe in yourself, you can accomplish anything. So we love working in the schools, working wherever there are kids. We want to help equip them for success in life.
So this is a scientific method. You've done this, you developed this. This is not just
and
feel-good stuff. This
really
tangible.
Works, absolutely. In fact, we have a grant from the Department of Juvenile Justice. As we've worked in the detention centers, we're going to be partnering with the Pasco Sheriff's Office this summer to do camps up in Pasco County. So we're very excited about how this curriculum really produces results. We're an evidence-based program.
So with 10 seconds left, if you got a substantial amount of money from the folks who are watching Good Day,
yes,
how would you put that to use?
We would fund summer camps all summer long so that we get as many kids equipped for success in life. And as we say in their graduation, we put dog tags over that you are capable. You are now a milestone in your life, and you can head towards your success.
That's great. Well, here's an opportunity to fund a great nonprofit in the Tampa Bay area. Character GPS. Now, while our next guests are being seated, let's go to our leaderboard and get an updated total on your donations. Okay, that's the leaderboard, and we've got another great nonprofit organization for you to meet. That's the Tampa Bay Healthcare Collaborative. Now, this is something that's important to everybody. Healthcare is vital to all of our well-being, and there's a great organization, Tampa Bay Healthcare Collaborative, that is doing something for the folks in Tampa Bay who may not have all the access they need. Is that right?
That's exactly right.
All right. Please share who you are and what you do for the organization.
Good afternoon. My name is Carrie Hepburn. I have the privilege to serve as the Executive Director of the Tampa Bay Healthcare Collaborative, and I've been in this role for about 7 years.
And I'm Marissa Davis. I am the Program Manager, and I've been with the Collaborative for almost 3 years now.
Now, summarize what this does, because it's not a very simple organization. It's really an enormous organization in terms of its impact.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for saying so. So the way I describe the collaborative is to say that we are a model of and a vehicle for collaborations. What we know is that any good partnership really starts from building relationships. And so one of the main things that we're able to do is not only to provide learning opportunities for our members and partners, but also an opportunity for them to get to know each other and explore partnerships to really provide more effective services in the community.
And who are your partners?
Oh, gosh, everyone from So our members are a combination of nonprofit organizations, public entities, academic institutions, the health department and hospital systems, as well as individual community stakeholders who really understand the value and importance of healthcare and access for all.
And what audience are you trying to serve?
So we serve directly our direct members, which are the organizations that I listed. So say St. Pete Free Clinic or the University of Tampa, folks who are really providing services directly to the community. Our job is to really give them additional resources and tools to then be able to help their clients more effectively.
Or what we say, help you do what you do better.
Absolutely.
Now, there are people in the community who are underserved.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
they really need a lot of help.
Yes.
Health insurance is complicated. The healthcare delivery system is getting more complicated. How can you interface to make that more viable for everybody?
So we think that we have a unique way of providing resources, tools, and learning opportunities to our members and partners. We provide up-to-date information via our newsletters, but also in-person meetings that are so valuable to develop that authentic trust and relationship. And then by sharing information that's key and critical and allowing them to have resources to pass on to their clients, we're helping to get the word out and really solve some of the amazing issues we have.
Now, Marissa, you're the program manager, right?
Yes.
So what are some of the key programs?
So right now, and the one that we're focusing on for Give Day Tampa Bay is our new and innovative social enterprise initiative. It's called the Cultural and Linguistic Competency Training and Assessment System. I know, it's a mouthful.
Can you say that 3 times fast? No, just kidding.
Actually, I had. But essentially, it just focuses and it aims to improve the cultural and linguistic competency of local healthcare organizations. And what that really means is we want to help local healthcare organizations like hospital systems, nursing homes, health departments, private doctors' offices more effectively communicate and work with their patients, their clients, and their staff. Carrie can speak more, but there's a lot of perceptions around receiving inadequate care from medical providers, and that leads to people missing appointments. And it causes a lot of costly health disparities in our area.
So we have an interesting fact that might surprise you. Why most people think that the biggest barrier to healthcare is cost, and that is true. What we've recently found, the Robert Wood Johnson did a survey last year to really ask people how they felt in terms of discrimination in all areas. A lot of people also said that they just delayed going to the hospital because they were afraid of being discriminated against. And so we think that with this new innovative training system, we can give folks resources and really help them to provide more effective care in a way that people want to receive it.
How is the organization funded?
Right now, mostly through private foundation grants. We've started the social enterprise as another way to sustain our membership. We're also exploring corporate sponsorships and asking for direct contributions directly from our members and partners.
Mm-hmm. This is a big challenge because this community is growing.
It is.
And the healthcare organizations are all diverse and really don't always communicate very effectively with each other.
So we try to be a platform and a conduit for folks to connect with one another. So there are 2 things that you can do. You can absolutely continue to support the collaborative, but the other thing is visit us on our website at www.tampabay.org and learn more about our upcoming events, which will help you to connect with more healthcare providers and other organizations that are really concerned about the state of our health in our community.
And right now, membership is still free at the collaborative, so local organizations can join and attend all of our meetings and events, or most of them, for free, tampabayhealth.org, as Carrie mentioned. And so your support on Give Day will help keep our membership free.
And so now is as good a time as any to do that. All right? So thank you so much for being our guest today.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Okay, now while our next guests are being seated, let's go to our leaderboard and get an updated total of your donations. Okay, if you're ready for a cuddly experience, you're about to get it. We are going to be talking to some guests from the Suncoast Animal League, and they have some furry, cuddly critters here on Good Day to meet with you. And I'd like to introduce Rick Shabady, who is the executive director of the Suncoast Animal League. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, we started Suncoast Animal League about 11 years ago, and we've grown quite rapidly. And what we did today was to kind of run the gamut of the things that we do. And, you know, although as an animal shelter we deal basically with, you know, cats and dogs, we also brought along a little baby possum because we also deal with...
Hold the possum up so he can smile for the camera. There you go.
Can you smile? Give him a smile. There you go. Give him a smile.
All right.
There you go.
And a little pup
He's
there.
not camera shy, yeah. He might be puppy shy, but not camera shy. But so, in this time of year in particular, it's just we're being inundated with the wildlife and such. But to give you a background on these guys, they're about 4 weeks old. The mom's a Walker Hound. We're assuming Dad is too, because there's 9 puppies and they all look the same. But they were actually born during the Lightning's last regular season game. So we named them after the Lightning. This little guy here is Stammer, and down at the end down there, that's Cooch. And so they're all named after the Lightning. Of course, they're thrilled. They stayed up late last night to watch the. You know, so...
so these are real collector's items.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
All right.
Are you a collector's item? Oh, thank you very much.
And they're friendly.
Oh, yeah, well, they've been... they were actually... Mom came in pregnant. I took her home to foster her. She gave birth. So while she was giving birth, in between puppies, she got to watch the Lightning game, and I got to watch the Lightning game, so it was all good.
Very nice. So if someone wants to collect all of them, they can have their own team at home.
There you got it. Exactly.
So how do people go about interfacing with you if they want to provide a home for these
one
animals?
of the best ways, and probably the most up-to-date way, is to follow us on Facebook, because we give you kind of a better idea of what we have, some of the progress. I mean, these puppies, people have been watching since they were born. So everybody knows these little guys and that. And, and that's the best way. You know, we did a huge rescue this past weekend, and then actually today we have 3 sets of teams at some of the local animal services rescuing some cats and dogs today also. And so you can follow us on Facebook and you see who we brought home and what we're doing and special events that are coming up, because one of the things is you see this and you're like, wow, man, that's pretty cool. Puppies, kittens, baby wildlife and that. And it is cool. But when all is said and done, by the time we get these puppies are 8, 9 weeks old, they're getting spayed and neutered, vaccinated, microchipped, the whole works, and getting mom taken care of also. We're going to be over $2,000 on that. So, there's a lot of expense to doing what we're doing. And Give Day Tampa Bay is such an excellent way, and I really like how they set things up, because although honestly all the charities want to get as much money as we possibly can today, the way they have it set up is that the donors, they don't have to spend $1,000 or $1,500 or $500 to make a big difference. They can do $5, and because it's the amount of donors, not the amount that's collected from the donors. So I just really like the way they set it up, and they make it convenient for everybody.
So if people want to adopt a pet, we just have about a minute left. People want to adopt a pet, how do they go about doing that? And if they want to support you, of course, they can do that right here on giveday.org.
Exactly. Just follow us again on Facebook, and we'll let you know what's up for adoption. And you can go on our Suncoast Animal League website, and it'll tell you a little bit more about how to go about the adoption and such, and some of the criteria that are involved.
Great. And you're located in where?
We're at 1030 Pennsylvania Avenue in Palm Harbor, and our shelter number is 727-786-1330.
So if someone is ready to adopt an animal, you've got some animals ready?
We have a lot of animals. We brought in about 64 dogs this weekend. Wow. And we're bringing in another 18 or 20 today from some of the local shelters.
Making a difference.
Yeah. We're trying.
Thank you so much for being with us today. So here you go, some cute animals that could be yours with a donation as well. While our next guests are being seated, let's go to our leaderboard and get an updated total on your donations. Okay, let's talk to some folks who are experts on Give Day, how it works, and how we're doing so far today. I'd like to introduce Wilma Norton from the Community Foundation of Tampa Bay.
Hey, Jeff.
Welcome.
Thanks.
Pretty exciting.
We're so excited with how things are going today. There's lots of excitement around here and all across social media and throughout the community. So
This is the fourth year?
Fifth year.
Fifth year. My goodness.
You and I have done this together 4 times, but it's the 5th year.
Seems like only yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
And how's it going today?
We are thrilled with where we are at this point. I just checked my phone, and we are at $865,000 from almost 4,000 donors.
Wow.
And that's ahead of the pace in past years. So we're hoping to keep that going. There's a prize going on right now until 1 o'clock. The organization that gets the most unique donors between 11 and 1 is eligible for the TICO Power Hour prize of $2,000. So we hope that's spurring a lot of giving right now.
All right. So if you want to have a multiplier effect to your giving, now's the time to do it.
Now's
An
the
extra
time.
$2,000. How did the Community Foundation come about creating or delivering Tampa Give Day to the community?
Well, part of what we do at the Community Foundation of Tampa Bay is help nonprofits not only find grants, we give away about $12 million a year in grants, but help them build their ecosystem, to build their engagement with donors and their capacity for fundraising. So this is a perfect way to do that. It puts them together to learn from each other and exposes them to the community. So we feel like it's part of our mission.
And you're also helping nonprofits. You're giving them a real boost forward.
And that's what, this is one day that showcases the nonprofits, but we hope, my personal goal this year is that every participating nonprofit learns something that's going to help them every day for the rest of the year.
Great. Well, we're having a great day, and here's to great success on Give Day. Thank
All right.
you.
Thanks, Jeff. We'll see you later.
Okay. There are lots of ways that individuals can decide that they need to start a nonprofit organization. So let's hear another story about someone deciding that they needed to give back and they also needed to help out. Here's a story.
Myself and the other co-founders were in the throes of postpartum distress and realized that there was a great lack of resources for moms here in the Bay Area. We knew there was help out there, but actually finding the help was the difficulty. So we decided, hey, let's find the help and then help others. We've had an amazing impact. I've had, in the past less than 3 years, we've had over 75 different moms directly served through us, whether that's finding counseling, therapies, medication. Countless moms have just come up to us either in person or social media saying, hey, you guys helped me out so much. And we've also noticed even in the local medical professions, local hospitals and OB offices are now offering screenings and support groups for moms where there were none before. If you want happy kids, look at Mom First. That's the backbone.
Okay, while our next guests are being seated, let's go to our leaderboard and get an updated total on your donations. All right, here we are back. You can see how we're doing on the leaderboard. And here we are to talk about someone from the video you just saw a moment ago, the 7th Mom Project. And we got a lot of noise in the studio. It's a lot going on here. I'd like to introduce Rebecca Hartley Woods,
Hi there.
who is part of the organization. And this is Elijah. Elijah is your son?
My son.
Hi, Elijah. And Elizabeth Good, who we saw in the video.
No, you saw Rebecca in the video.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting it backwards.
It's okay. A lot of people confuse us because we
confused
do
a lot.
so much with the 7th Mom Project.
Well, tell us about 7th Mom Project.
Well, Rebecca basically just said it, but the 7th Mom Project is here to support moms in the Tampa Bay area in finding resources for perinatal mental health illnesses. We offer support groups and referral services, and we're really just here to thank everybody from Give Day and to thank all of the donors out there because this has been an amazing platform for us to help raise awareness, and it's Maternal Mental Health Week, so thank you, everybody.
And this is a bigger problem than most people realize, am I right?
Definitely.
Yes, it's huge. When we first started, it was 1 in 7. Now the CDC tells us 1 in 5 women will be diagnosed. So the city of Tampa has actually even declared this week Maternal Mental Health Awareness Week here in Tampa, just to bring more awareness of what a big problem this is.
And a lot of women suffer without knowing that there's help.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So, and that's one of the reasons we're here, to reduce the stigma of the suffering and to spread more awareness on what some of the symptoms might be, and to let people know that they're not alone and we can help them find the services they might need.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being our guest today. Thank you for being in that video. And if you want to support the organization, you can go to the Give Day website. And while our next guests are being seated, let's go to the leaderboard and get an updated total on your donations. Okay, welcome to Give Day Tampa Bay, and we have another phenomenal nonprofit organization in our community that's had impact for many, many, many years, and that is PARC. It's a very substantial organization, and we are here with Shannon Fernandez on the right in red, your left, my right, and she's the marketing manager, and Beth Newman, who is one of the guests and the folks with PARC. So welcome here, and Shannon, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do at PARC and what the organization does?
Absolutely. So PARC is a nonprofit located in St. Petersburg, Florida, and we've been in the community for 65 years. Our mission is to provide opportunities for children and adults with developmental disabilities, and it takes roughly about $1 million a month for us to run, with the 40 programs that we provide to just about over 800 individuals. And there's several broad categories that encompass a variety of these programs. Some of them include children's services, which includes respite, preschool, VPK services, family-focused early intervention classes, and summer camp, as well as on-site therapies. We also offer adult day programs that have our Inspired Artist Studios, which is where Miss Beth does all of her great work. We have computer labs, we have financial literacy classes, health and wellness classes. We also do gardening and in-house employment as well. We do community employment programs also, so supported employment in the community where individuals have job coaches to succeed. We also have Project Search for high school individuals, and we have a culinary teaching kitchen. And that is just a few of the programs that we provide on a daily basis. We're really all-encompassing, and it's just an amazing place to be.
And it's been in this community a long time, as you said.
Yeah, 65 years this year.
Right. So, Beth, tell us about the programs that you're participating with, and I think you brought some artwork to share with us. Am I right? Tell us about your artwork and the program. You have to talk in the microphone.
paint, and I did some artwork.
It's beautiful. Did you learn how to do that at Park?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. Is that what you do? You do other things there as well?
Yes.
Uh-huh. How long have you been working with Park?
I'd say about a couple years now.
Uh-huh.
She's really grown into her talents there, and actually several of these pieces are award winners, one of them being the 2018 Florida State Fair.
Wow,
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
And do you really like being with Park, working with Park?
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of good friends there?
Yes.
Yeah, great. Well, a lot of great programs, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And she participates in more and more each year. We finally got her to join choir. We have an inspired choir. And we're just excited to see her blossom and have her open up to more opportunities.
So if people have family members, we have just a short amount of time, if they have family members who they want to have participate in Park, how do they do that?
They can just contact us. Our website is www.park-fl.org, or they can call our office and speak with the appropriate person on where to sign up. I'm excited about tonight. We're also collaborating with Carrabba's Italian Grill. Both locations in St. Petersburg, Florida are donating 15% of their sales back to Park. So go there between 4 to 10 and come celebrate with us.
Okay. Well, thank you both for being our guests today.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, well, our next guests are being seated. Let's go to our leaderboard and get an updated total on your donations. Okay, welcome back, and we're going to be talking with our next guest from the Homeless Empowerment Program here in the Tampa Bay area. But before we do that, I'd like to show you this brief video. Okay, well, that's a little bit about the Homeless Empowerment Program, but we have the president and CEO with us. Ashley Lowry, welcome to Give Day Tampa Bay.
Thank you.
Tell us about the Homeless Empowerment Program.
So HEP was founded in 1986. We provide housing and support services for homeless families and individuals and veterans. So we house just under 400 people every day and about 1,200 throughout the course of a year.
Wow. And it's a big population to serve.
It is, yes. Pinellas County is one of the top 3 counties in the state for homelessness, so it's definitely an issue that's on the top of our radar.
And where do you get your support, and what other services do you provide other than just housing?
Most of our support comes from the public, just individuals like those watching on Give Day today, so we depend heavily on individual donors. One of the unique things about HEP is rather than just providing housing, we do provide a wide range of support services. So everything from on-site childcare to one-on-one case management, mental health counseling. We even have a dental and wellness clinic, so we're providing them with free dental care, which is a really important service as well.
Mm-hmm. And you said how many people are you housing at this point?
Just under 400 every day. We've got about 30 families with their children and 110 veterans, and then the rest are single men and women.
Mm-hmm. And the support comes from the public. Are you working with any other organizations or corporations providing support, or is it mostly through individuals?
We do have some corporate support, so we're lucky to be beneficiaries of Walmart. They donate to us throughout the course of the year. Publix, some local organizations like Nature's Food Patch donate food and money and things like that. But I think our heaviest reliance is on the public.
Yeah. And are you serving all of Tampa Bay, or is it Hillsborough County, Pinellas County?
We do serve all of Tampa Bay, so we get individuals that come to us from all over the state, actually. But I would say the majority of them are from Pinellas and Hillsborough counties.
And the empowerment part of the name, I imagine, is very important.
It is, yes. We actually changed our name to the Homeless Empowerment Program a couple years ago, just to reinforce the fact that we are empowering these individuals to get out on their own in the community. That's kind of the part of the support services that come into play, because we're providing them with all the tools they need to overcome homelessness.
Great. Well, we wish you great success.
Thank you.
All right, and now we're going to go to our leaderboard while our next guests are being seated, and let's go to the board and see an updated total of your donations.
I'm at risk of thinking there's just no point in trying.
I'm at risk of looking in the mirror and hating what I see.
I'm at risk of regretting what I do, just to join the crowd.
I'm at risk of being told not to tell.
But with Girls Inc. in my corner,
there for me every day,
believing in me, showing me what's possible,
I can be strong enough to respect myself and my body,
to finish school,
to be a leader,
to break the cycle.
With you in my corner,
I will not be another statistic.
I will fight for myself, for my future.
With you in my corner, I will win.
Fuel her fire and she will change the world. Girls Inc. Inspiring all girls to be strong, smart, and bold.
Okay, we're talking about empowering girls and young women, and we have two guests here today from Girls Inc. of Pinellas County. We have Christina Fortner.
Yes.
You're the executive director, am I right?
Yep.
And Kathy Michael.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Well, we saw that great video, so tell us a bit about the organization.
We are a national organization, and we've been in Pinellas Park since 1961. We are a youth development organization for girls kindergarten through high school, and we focus on academics, healthy living, and life skills. So it's a safe, all-girls space, and we also are very strong on anti-bullying, STEM, and literacy.
Well, these are all important things, and the challenges today for young people are got to be enormous. Am I right?
Yes.
Now is more than ever.
Yeah. I mean, you see the stories about bullying, the internet, and mobile communications have made it a serious problem.
Well, a lot of our girls do come to us from being bullied in, whether it's in their school setting or in another after-school program, and their parents really feel like it's the best environment for them to be in an only girl environment.
So when a young girl comes to Girls Inc., how does the program unfold? Is it customized, or are they put into a group and it's a curriculum, so to speak, for everybody?
Well, we have program educators on staff, and then we have a STEM specialist and a literacy specialist. We have a 9,000 square foot activity center that has a computer lab and a STEM lab, a library. They receive a hot meal every day when they get there after school. We do have a before school component and also a summer camp that we're enrolling for right now.
Mm-hmm. And how many girls are you serving in the area?
Close to between 300 and 400 a year.
Mm-hmm. And we have about 150 that attend summer camp.
Uh-huh. So it starts at what grade? What's the earliest?
5 years old.
Yeah.
5
kindergarten
through high school.
Uh-huh. And what do you how does it evolve from that age to high school?
Well, the longer we can have girls in the program, the better. So from kindergarten, we're working on literacy. We're working on keeping them interested and active in school, physically fit. Then as it evolves, they can become, even in high school, become high school interns. And there's a Girls Inc. National Scholarship they can apply for. So it starts in kindergarten. Even the summer before they start kindergarten, they can start our programming, and then goes up through high school internships and college scholarships.
Fantastic. Many, many decades of success. So
Yes.
thank you. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you very
All
much.
right, thanks for having us.
The nonprofit with the most online donations between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. will get the $2,000 Power Lunch Hour prize provided by TICO. So go to giveday.org to support your favorite nonprofit now. Here we go. While our next guests are being seated, let's go to the leaderboard and get an updated total of your donations.
This is a challenge course environment, so we're out here to challenge ourselves beyond our normal comfort zone and what we call our stretch zone.
In that stretch zone is when you're willing to push maybe your boundaries a little bit, try new things, and maybe learn something else about yourself.
What are the things that you're going through in your life? What are some of the struggles you're having? Anger, trust, communication, and how can we overcome that? And so all of the activities that we're doing on Project Odyssey are meant to build upon those and how we can apply the skills that you learned to your daily lives back home.
Before I ever went on my first Project Odyssey, I was locked in my house for 13 weeks consecutive, fearful of the world that was around. I was so angry. I didn't want people to see me for the person that I'd become.
I ain't going nowhere, so don't worry about it.
Project Odyssey is a multi-day adventure-based event with a heavy dose of mental health component to it. So we have 3 different types. We have male only, female only, and couples Project Odyssey. We expose the warriors to opportunities that might be quite stressful, but it's all geared towards the debriefing after that. That's where the magic really happens.
There's that automatic trust there. I feel more comfortable in a circle with guys I met this morning than I do at large family functions.
We hope that through Project Odyssey, you identify some support systems that'll guide you through life and someone maybe you can reach out to and just say, you know what, it'd be cool if I could just have someone to talk to.
Okay, the Wounded Warriors Project, a very important project to all of us serving people who have served this country. And we have with us today is Andrew Coughlin, who is the Major Gift Specialist. Correct. So here's an opportunity for us to get some major gifts for a great project. Tell us about the organization here and what we're providing for vets in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, so the Wounded Warrior Project has been in the Tampa area for the last 6 years. The organization's about 15 years old, but we've been in Tampa for about the last 6 years. We have an office right over in Brandon, and we have about 1,300 warriors and family members in the greater Tampa area. Our mission's to honor and empower wounded warriors, and we do this by providing programs that connect, serve, and empower the warriors and their families.
And there's a great need, and I imagine there's a challenge in finding people or people finding you, and working their way through the system, because that's not always easy.
Yeah, so we're very fortunate. Here in Tampa, we have James Haley Polytrauma Hospital, one of the largest and busiest polytrauma hospitals in the country that serve veterans. So we do outreach and partner with them, and partner with a lot of other local nonprofits, to bring the warriors out. One of the hardest things for a lot of the warriors is just getting them out of the house, getting them out of isolation. So we'll go to them, they come to us. So there's a little bit of science to it. So.
Right, but there are a lot of people who could use need. Just briefly, we got a couple of minutes. So where does the support come from?
Yeah, so the majority of our support comes from the everyday citizen. Giving on a monthly basis or a one-time donation. We're also blessed to have corporate sponsors and grants and things like that. But the majority of the donations come from the general public.
Okay, and we're speaking to the general public right now, so here's your chance to be involved. So I thank you very much for being with us, Andrew. While our next guests are being seated, let's go to our leaderboard and get an updated total on your donations. Okay, and we are back, and we have a very interesting guest here, Allison Crops from My Hope Chest. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So great to be here. It's
Likewise.
a wonderful thing and a wonderful day.
Indeed. So tell us about My Hope Chest and some of the things you have here.
Okay. So My Hope Chest is the only national not-for-profit funding breast reconstructive surgery for uninsured and underinsured breast cancer survivors. Our mission picks up where other breast cancer charities leave off, providing the final step of treatment, which is restoring a woman in body, mind, and spirit. And what we have here today are examples of our upcoming campaign called Bling a Bra for Breast Cancer. It's going to be a bra decorating contest international online starting in August, and there'll be a prize. You decorate your bra, you upload it online, and contributions, donations will go to My Hope Chest to help us provide the surgeries.
And how do you get support, generally?
So we have amazing support from the community. We have corporate sponsors. I'm wearing a Ed Morris automotive shirt today because they're one of our big, they do a Drive for Hope campaign in the month of October. But we have commercial co-venture campaigns with corporations selling products and services, fundraisers that we hold like our Butterfly Glow Walk 5K Fun Run, and just really like everyone else. It's the community, it's the donors, recognizing that every woman should have two breasts. Our mission is very, very unique. We are not research, education, or awareness. We're funding reconstructive surgery and giving a woman closure from breast cancer.
And what brought you to the organization?
I am a breast cancer survivor at the age of 38. I lost my breast here locally to cancer, and I couldn't find help after my mastectomy for reconstructive surgery. And actually, there's a little story that goes behind it. I was a professional dancer in Las Vegas, and because I couldn't find a reconstructive surgeon or program or funding, I had to go back on stage 5 months post-chemo minus my breast. They padded my costume, and I called myself the lopsided showgirl because I could make fun of me, but it brought awareness to the fact that there's a gap in healthcare, which is reconstructive surgery. It's on the tail end of treatment. We're not on the front end, but we're on the back end, and every woman who desires should have the opportunity to have breast reconstruction. It should not be a financial issue. There's plenty of money in breast cancer arena to help this cause.
And I imagine a very important part of it is the counseling and the support that you offer.
Right. Well, our client navigator, Christy Merchant, does an amazing job in getting applications from, we get referrals from the biggest charities in America, from Susan G. Komen, from the American Cancer Society. There is an application process, and Christy navigates them and vets them financially, and then it's up to our surgeon, Dr. Antonio Gayoso, is our local surgeon. He's the chief of plastic surgery at St. Anthony's and Bayfront, and he donates his time and provides surgeries every year so that the physician makes the final call if a woman is physically able to have reconstructive surgery.
Great organization. Allison, thank you so much for sharing this with us
Thank you very much. Thanks. Good to be here.
All right. While our next guests are being seated, let's go to our leaderboard to get an updated total on your donations. All right, now let's go to our lightning round. This is the time when nonprofits get 30 seconds to tell us about their organization and why you should support them on Give Day Tampa Bay. So here we go. Our first organization, I guess, is Danielle Whiteclough? Whiteloff.
Yes,
Whiteloff with the St. Pete City Theater. You have 30 seconds, Danielle.
Great. Thank you, Jeff. The St. Petersburg City Theater is the longest-running community theater in Florida. We were established in 1925, and we are completely funded by private donors. And we provide arts and expand the theater throughout the community. We have a large children's program, and advancing the arts with children, it's like a sport for them. You know, the arts, some of these kids, when you see them get on stage, it's amazing to see what it does to their character. As well as we have adult main stage theater that's been running since 1925 as well. And our Christmas Carol is a big hit every year. So we are fundraising for scholarships for the children and to keep our roof over our building.
Excellent. Okay, thank you very much. And the next guest is Kathy and Mike Caputo, Voices of Hope for Aphasia. Aphasia. Tell us about that.
Well, Voice of Hope for Aphasia is for those that have had a brain injury or stroke. And after stroke, you can lose your speech and your language. As you noticed, it was hard for you to say that word.
Yeah.
Most people know of stroke, but not aphasia. And I'm going to say 60% of people that have stroke have aphasia and or physical challenges in our Voice of Hope group. We're in St. Pete and Dunedin. We meet several times a week, and it's to get all of those out who have aphasia off the couch, out of the house, to learn how to communicate again without all of those words, and to socialize and have their independence. And Mike, you have your...
Speech is, my brain is, good. It's good, very good, but it's, yeah.
I understand. Well, great. Thank you so much for being here, both of you, for being here today. And our next guest is Monica Wilson from Community Food Pantry. Monica?
Correct. My name is Monica, and we are with the Community Food Pantry. We're in North Tampa. We feed 38,000 people each year, and we do that by providing supplemental groceries, including fresh vegetables and fruits, not just shelf-stable foods. And we do that with grace and dignity by allowing our clients to choose their food just like they're shopping at their local grocery store.
Making a difference. All three of your groups are doing a great job. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
And we are going to wrap this up for this hour of Give Day Tampa Bay, but guess what? Stay tuned next for Allison Kropp, who will be hosting our live program. But most of all, log on to goodday.org anytime before midnight tonight and make a contribution to your favorite nonprofit organization. You can choose from over 400 organizations, and you'll be supporting those groups who keep the Tampa Bay area healthy and strong. So thanks for supporting Give Day. We'll see you in the next hour.